Hi, I'm MAK.
And I'm Courtney. Welcome to 2MC,
our weekly podcast where we talk about all things Martin County government, events, happenings, meetings, everything you want to know, everything you want to do.
Yeah, so let's dive in.
I'm thinking we're going to talk some hurricane stuff.
Yeah, so Hurricane Milton.
Hurricane Milton. There was an impact here in Martin County, as you know, all over Florida, but along the Treasure Coast. And now that we have kind of moved through the actual event, we're in a recovery phase.
Right. And so we did have some areas in our...
We did. We had quite a few areas in our community.
Yes.
New Monrovia, Mariner Sands, the Preserve, Mariner Lakes. Those are all down in Hobe Sound. We had some places in Port Salerno, Rocky Point, Manatee Creek, places like that. And then some places in Palm City around Cove Road. So quite widespread throughout our community.
Yeah.
But we have some recovery efforts so people can get resources and information.
Yeah. So we have the MARC, which is the Multi-Agency Recovery Center.
It's a multi-agency resource center.
Resource center.
Yes, it's at the Robert Morgade Library in Stuart. And that is through this Thursday, and it's 10 to 7 every day. Lots of different agencies. That is more local agencies there. So nonprofits, government agencies, just for people to go and get information, resources, find out how they can get help in different ways.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we also have the pod at the Martin County Fairgrounds.
Right. The pod's the point of distribution, and that is state resources. So that is our Florida Division of Emergency Management, Florida National Guard. They are there supporting our community, and they are there 10 to 7 through Thursday.
They're distributing food, water, and tarps.
Yep. And the food, just so you know, it's MREs. So those are meals ready to eat. If you've been in the military or have family who have served in the military, you may have some thoughts on MREs, but I can assure you that they have changed a lot over the years and they have some pretty good ones. But it's not hot meals, but it's the MREs, and they are ready to eat. So you can just grab them and go. It's super, super helpful for folks. We opened on Monday, and we had over 1,000 cars come through for services. And I thought that was great.
Yeah.
Sheriff's office was there, obviously. These are all resources that are set up for our community by our Martin County Emergency Management Agency.
Yeah, to help support our residents during these times.
Yep.
Yeah. So if anyone needs any other information, we do have our Community Information Center available. That's open until Friday, which would be October 18th.
So through Friday the 18th, right? And that is 772-287-1652. And that's 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Now, people should not get anxious or worried if the hours are not available when they're calling. Folks can leave a message, and those are checked throughout the day. And they're also checked when the CIC is closed.
Yes.
So it's a great resource for people to call.
Yeah.
Hey, listener, this is producer Stefan. I'm interrupting real quick to give some updated information on the storm recovery services. FEMA is launching their Disaster Survivor Assistance Program, DSA, in the most affected areas starting October 17th. They'll be in our area for the next couple of weeks and will always show their badges. If you or someone you know need assistance or more information, visit the Martin County Storm Updates website at martin.fl.us/storm updates, or call the Community Information Center at 772-287-1652. Okay, back to MAK and Courtney.
Speaking of resources and information.
Right where I was going. So our library system.
I love our library.
They're great.
I know.
Honestly, they so many things, and we'll get into that.
We will. Yep.
So they have locations throughout Martin County. So
they do.
The Blake Library, which is here in Stuart.
Mm-hmm.
Right next door.
Yep. Then they have Elizabeth Lottie out in Indiantown, Hope Sound Public Library, and that just reopened. They've done some renovations there. They have some more to do.
Yeah, it'll be really nice when they have those new, I think they're adding like a mural and a nice pavilion.
Outdoor
outside.
spaces,
Yeah.
and they really redid their indoor spaces. And that was all with a generous grant from a local resident.
Yeah.
So that is exciting. Hoke Library is in Jensen Beach. Peter and Julie Cummings in Palm City. What am I forgetting?
Robert Morgade in
Robert
South
Morgade,
Stewart,
South
near
Stewart.
Salerno.
Yep, and that's right where the
IRSC.
it's right on IRSC campus, and it's where the MARC is
Yes.
for your Hurricane Milton resources. Yeah.
So let's get into some services that the library offers. We have a library locker. I don't know if people really know that that's a thing.
I think it's a cool thing.
It's super cool.
It's like this digital locker. You can go online, order a book,
Mm-hmm.
and it like magically shows up in the locker. You get a code, you use your library card, and then the door opens and your stuff is right inside.
Yeah. So think of it like kind of like, I
Harry
don't know
Potter.
if you've used, sure.
It's like magic.
It's magic. Kind of like an Amazon delivery locker. You just put in a code, it
Or
pops
that.
open, you take out your stuff. But yeah, we could go with Harry Potter too. That's great.
It's okay. Amazon's probably a better analogy.
It's fun.
Sorry.
And they also offer delivery services,
Yes.
which is great for people that are in times of, need for, if they can't make it to the library, right? Like,
Yep.
let's say do they do hospital?
I think they
Like-
do assisted living.
Okay.
And then for anybody who just is having, excuse me, I have a frog in there.
Hopefully it stays in there.
That would be
It'd be really
That
scary.
would be
if a
so
frog
Harry Potter if it came
out.
We were on delivery services.
Yes.
Oh, like when I had to get my new hip, they could have brought me a book,
Yeah.
but I just had Jay go to the library and get it because
Yeah.
we can. But
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if there's, someone that they're unable to go and they don't have anyone that can help them out, it's a great, especially if you're stuck in bed all day, reading a book is the way to go.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So folks just go to the library website, right? Or I think you can call your local library.
Yeah. And the website is www.martin.fl.us/libraries. And you can go on there and find that information to utilize that service.
You know what I love? One of the library services I love?
Okay. What is it?
Well, there are a lot of them, but two of my favorite.
Okay.
The digitization services.
Yes.
Right? Because we have the Martin Digital History and they also do classes.
Yes.
But I also love the online New York Times.
You would.
But I was
I
paying
knew
for
you were going to
that.
say that.
I was paying for the New York Times and they have it.
They have it.
You can just
available
go
for
online for
residents.
free.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's
It's
the coolest
awesome.
thing ever?
Do you do that on your free time?
I mean, sometimes. You can also learn a language.
Oh, yes.
What?
No, I'm not read shaming her. I'm just laughing at her.
Like, I don't think people who do the New York Times can be read shamed.
No,
Just saying.
I just.
Plus, they have crosswords,
Okay.
and I like those, but I'm not very good at them.
Really?
No,
Oh, I love them.
times I have to look up the word. I just can't think of it. It's like call a friend.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I like
That's
that.
No big deal. So, digitization services.
Yes, easy for you to say.
So you can take home videos, vinyl records. They can.
Do you know what vinyl records are?
I do.
Do you have any?
I do not. No,
I do. I have some 45s.
I don't know what that means. Is that the size?
They're littles.
Oh,
They're littles and
like a CD size?
a little bigger. And then they had an A side and a B side. So the really good side, like the first release,
Yeah.
that was on the A side. The B side was a song that was never going to get played, but you got it because you bought the A side.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I didn't know
Right?
that.
And they also, the LPs, do you know what an LP is? Okay. It's a bigger size and it has like your whole album.
Gotcha.
As a Swiftie, I thought you would know that because she releases LPs.
Yeah. No.
I call you fake Swiftie.
Yeah, I didn't know that. But they can take your home videos, vinyl records, and they can transfer them, correct?
Yes. It's
Which
cool.
is super cool.
Yeah, because then you do have boxes of like photos and stuff, and they're just in a box. You never get to see them.
Yeah.
But if you digitize them, they're safe and
Right.
you have them available to you.
Yeah, it's like keeping your memories alive.
I like that. Did you just come up with that?
I mean, you know.
Wow. Also, the Martin Digital History.
Yes.
So if you're local or if you have family photos and things, we have a historian.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Is that what she's called?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, she helps you with all of your photos, and it can even be like stuff from high school, like your yearbook or any sort of stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they scan them in. So they are a collection that's kept online. And then you also have them online. But I think it's so cool. And every time we share the Martin Digital History photos on social media, people are just fascinated by
Yeah, it's a really cool.
it is.
It's fun to go back and look at just all the different pictures that have been inputted in.
I know. And the places that, some of the places that we drive by today on a street, and back then it was, it had a creek or it was a wooded lot and there are people walking through with alligators or whatever. And it's just neat to see, how times have changed.
I feel like you would be one of the people walking around with an alligator.
There's that picture of the lady with the alligator on a leash.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Right?
Yeah.
I would love
I think that would be you.
He seemed happy, a little, I think. He was not biting her.
So I guess he was happy.
But I would be afraid. Like to have him on a leash, they could just, my dog's not even good on a leash. Dublin is not a leash walker.
Maybe the alligator was better.
Maybe. They're shorter legs.
Yeah, that's true.
Dublin's long, tall legs. Anyway.
So
enough of that.
They also have Idea Lab, right? We'll call it that.
Yeah, I think that's what they call it.
Yeah. So in the Idea Lab, they have a ton of different.
There are all sorts of tech things that I don't know how to use.
Yeah, but they have classes to teach you how to
Which
use
is cool.
So
they have, like, you can do these paper, like they're little cutouts things.
To make a button? Is that what you're going
You can make a button?
Yes, they have a button maker. We're going to have to go over there and I'm going to have to show you how to use that.
Can we make buttons today?
Yes, they're so fun.
Okay.
So yeah, you can make buttons. They have a 3D printer.
Could we print 3D versions of ourselves?
That's not a bad idea. We should try
I don't know
that.
if anybody wants those.
We could have them sitting in front of us.
Okay, let's do that. We're going to make buttons and 3D.
We're going to be blinked out in all library stuff that you can do.
We should do a little tour on that.
Oh, yeah, that would be fun.
You know what other tour I think is cool? Have you ever seen how a library book comes in through the drop-off and then goes down the slot and through the conveyor belt and then it gets sorted and goes back to the shelves?
No, I've never seen that.
It's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, every single book. Okay.
Yeah, I like that idea. If you have a teen that is, well, but your teen's driving already.
Yes.
But if you have one that is, getting close to getting their permit and everything, they do have a driving simulator, which is,
they
didn't have that when I was.
Addie could have used this. Maybe I'll make her do that for that small fender bender.
Make her go in the simulator. So they have that, and they also have a flight simulator, which is actually really cool. There's not a lot of places that have that.
No, that is always like, there's like a line for that flight simulator. Simulator. Yes.
Yes.
It's cool. I think we have so many resources and people don't even know it. It's just right in our library.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's super cool. And then they also have sewing and embroidery, a Glowforge laser cutter that you can cut whatever you want on things. That's
Like an engraver?
Yeah.
Oh, Glowforge.
Yeah.
Sounds,
It's probably because it's a laser.
we'll have to try that too.
I don't know why I always do that.
I don't know.
They also offer homework help for kids and teens.
Yep.
And then my favorite is
Tech classes.
Oh, well, no, I wasn't going for
Oh.
that. But sure.
I mean, for those of you who need help with your, cell phone functioning or whatever.
iPod.
Yes.
iPads.
iPads.
My goodness, an iPod. No, music in motion
An
with the little
iPod.
kids.
Nobody has iPods.
Well, I mean,
I
did.
still have an iPod.
I still have mine.
It's in the kitchen drawer.
It still charges too and works. My favorite thing the library does is music in motion. It is so cute.
But you don't actually participate.
No, I wish I could. But like my nephew goes to it, and when I nannied, I used to take the little girl I nannied to it, and it is so fun. They play music, the kids are dancing around. They
Jen,
have
I think
bubbles.
they were
going.
saying that the classes are huge.
Because
it's like the hottest thing right now.
I'm telling you. So if you haven't taken your young
Child
to a music and motion class, you definitely should. And you can find those on the website when they are on the calendar of events for the library.
Yes.
So tech classes, we did talk about that a little bit.
Yes.
Those also are available on the calendar of events. So that way you can learn how to use your different devices. Yeah.
We can finish each other's sentences. I think that's cool.
It's so cute. It's like we work together too much.
It is like that. What else?
I thought this was going to be your favorite. I'm not going to lie. The book club kits.
Oh my gosh. I think it's fascinating, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm in the book club, right? The book club. And what? Did I do that?
You did.
Oh my gosh. The book club. So, and everybody kind of one-ups each other on the food and like the decorations and everything. The library has kits that are all set up for you. They come in little book bags.
That's so cool.
And it's got resources like questions you can ask. So, I mean, maybe you didn't finish the book. Maybe you're not quite finished with the book, but you have to lead the discussion.
Sounds like that's coming from someone that's done that before.
No, maybe. And so it's got questions and things that you could ask. So even if you want to ask a thought-provoking question on, say, chapter 52 that you didn't quite make it to, it would be there.
So you've done this before.
No.
You
heard
better
it from
hope
a
your
friend.
book club's not listening to this. They're going to be very upset with you.
Beth, I hope you're not listening to this. She's our leader. Oh, Beth, I hope you are listening to this. Yes. Everybody in my book club's watching our podcast.
Yeah, now you're in trouble.
Now they will.
Since you're tattling on yourself.
I know. It happens sometimes. Occasionally. It happened once.
I'm not even going to say how many times I've heard you say it.
Stop.
Anyways.
Might need to cut that out.
They also have Rosetta Stone.
Yes, you can learn a language.
Yeah.
Hola, mon amiga.
That was great.
I
honestly thought you were going to go French, so I'm surprised you went with that.
Well, I don't think it was right now that I think about it. Actually, mon is French.
Yeah, I think
like
you had
mon ami
both in there.
And amiga is girl. It was completely incorrect.
It's like hola, mi amiga. Yeah. Franish.
I obviously need to check out Rosetta Stone.
Yeah, that's a pretty obvious one.
Okay. Yes.
And they do virtual author talks as well. So if you have a author that you would like to be able to sit in and virtual talk with, that's a cool
and it's super
thing.
convenient. I think they started that during the pandemic because we were not having online or in-person events, right?
Yeah.
So they started them online, but they're super popular because it's recorded.
Yeah.
You can watch it whenever.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like that.
Yeah, if you're sleepless in Seattle at 3 a.m., just dial into an author talk.
Yeah.
But we're in Florida, so
Yeah, it's fine. I got what you were. I got it.
you get it?
I got it.
Okay.
So they also are always looking for volunteers at the library.
Yes.
And actually, we just met someone the other day that was doing that, and she was so
I was
excited.
gonna
It was
say
so
that.
cute.
We were walking in the parking lot,
mhm.
and there was a mom and a young lady,
Yes.
and that she was supposed to come for her very first day.
Yeah. Yeah. And she was just like, I'm so excited. I love the
And we're like,
library.
oh my gosh, we love the library. You're going to work with fun people.
Yeah. So that's, you want to go volunteer. You can go to the website. They have an application that you fill out.
Yep, they do.
So, and then I think they give you a call and there's like a small little interview.
Yeah, they just
process
they
that
want
they
to talk
do.
to you, find out, whatever you put on your application.
Yeah.
And that's
So-
that.
Fun. All right. So,
Ooh. Events.
ooh, it was good because they're like kind of spooky events.
Are they?
A little bit. A little Halloween. Fall Fest and movie nights
Okay.
is at Langford Park on October 25th from 5:30 to 9:30.
And can I say it?
Okay, go.
Hocus Pocus
2.
2. Hocus Pocus 2.
Yes.
This one.
That one. Kind of like,
Is it the
2
same
is-
witches?
I don't know. Yeah, I think it is.
I've not seen it.
I haven't seen Hocus Pocus 2. I have only seen the original.
The first one scared me a little bit.
I know we talked about this, but it's supposed to be
Same.
scary.
I
Sort
guess.
of.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Anyway, Fall Fest and movie night, October 25th
Yes.
from.
Yeah, 5:30 to 9:30. I
Got
said
it.
it earlier.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I must have missed that.
It's okay. So they have a pumpkin patch. They'll have some vendors, food trucks, and also a costume contest.
What could we go at?
I think we just go as like thing 1, thing 2.
I like that.
Yeah,
I have bumblebee suits.
I like that
I
too.
do. You have to stuff them full of like paper, and they're big. They're those big fat
Okay.
bumbles.
Can we?
Yes.
I know what I want to do with that. Okay,
Okay.
perfect.
So go to Fall Fest, and if you see 2 bumbles, it's us.
It's us. You can meet us in person. You can get the information at www.lovemcparks.com.
I do love NC Parks.
I do too. They do a lot of fun things.
Do you have to say the www,
I mean, I feel like
or is that
that's-
like old school?
you still need it, right?
Okay.
No.
All right. That's fine.
All right, next one I won't say it.
You might need it. I don't know. Our Selfish Sands hitting bays and restaurant.
Yeah,
They're-
so I mean, the air show's coming.
I know it's the perfect
It's-
spot to watch the air show.
And they do have a great location for being able to see everything.
Yeah, the planes fly right over it.
Yeah.
You can be upper deck or lower deck, and they have limited availability because it's the hitting
Yes.
bays. So
Yes. And the dates are Friday, November 8th through Sunday, November 10th. So if you want to book yourself what are they called?
an air show experience.
A bay, though.
Oh, a bay.
It's a bay. Yeah.
A bay.
If you want to book your hitting bay for that, you can go to martin.fl.us/SSGC. You can check
find-
that in the notes.
Yeah, you can find all that in our show notes.
Yeah. So,
And that's for like, I can't exactly remember how many people, but like 6 or 8 people in a bay. So bring your friends, have a little air show event.
yeah, that'd be so fun. Maybe we should.
Can we wear the bee suits? No.
We're going to be in bee suits around town everywhere you go, I guess. It's going to be really bad when someone else is dressed as a bee and they're like, hey, it's Courtney and MAK. No, it's not.
Not too many bees around town.
All right. Well, so
Is that it?
that's all we had for this week. Next week, tune in. We'll have some fun stuff to go over. And
Next week, we have a board meeting.
yeah.
So we'll talk about the board meeting and some other fun stuff.
Yeah, I think we have some more kind of like Halloween events going on around the county. So
I think we do.
We'll be able to give you guys some of those updates.
That's
Right.
2 down.
Yeah.
Many more to go.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next time on 2MC.
Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.